Coming out, is it still a thing? Is it still a topic? Does it even matter? Please raise your hand, whoever is watching this video and doesn't feel concerned about the concept of coming out. The lady over there, the gentleman there in the back, these three wonderful people in front. Okay, this video is for you. If you belong to the LGBT plus community, those that are the allies. And also, if you don't belong to the community and you are anyone else out there that don't feel concerned at all about coming out. Why do I care about coming out? I'm not gay. The concept of coming out concerns us all, and I will tell you why. I prepare you for a very heavy topic, but it's worth it. Stay until the end for a much-needed parody as a coping mechanism. Unfortunately, human beings, in order to want to make a change and to see what are the issues, they must feel concerned. If they are not suffering, or if someone in their close environment are suffering and going through these issues, most people don't even notice them. They say, oh yes, oh, you know, gays, oh, I got enough with this. Yeah, because they're not concerned. They just hear things, sometimes blurry, they see things they don't like, they're not used to it. So it's much easier to take this distance and say, no, this doesn't concern me. But my goal today is for everyone to feel concerned, because only then the real change can happen. And how can anyone feel concerned about coming out? If we try to understand, what does coming out even mean? Coming out is the process that we have to go through in order to share our truth with someone, and we don't know how this person is going to react, and also we don't know what the impact of this conversation is going to have in our life, in our well-being, in our future. So it's like this unknown thing. So coming out has a lot of fear and also a lot of needed preparation, because every time someone is actually being so brave, have all this courage to talk to someone about their sexual orientation or their gender identity, they have this mental preparation. They are thinking of the story, of the right words, of how to say it in a way that the other person is accepting them, the other person is not aggressive, the other person don't kick them out, that the other person tell them, actually, I still love you. It's really a very, very challenging process. I have been there, and I had people around me that have been there, and many others that still didn't have the strength to do their coming out. So many people around us, maybe living right next to us, are still struggling and cannot talk about it because they are afraid of how someone else is gonna perceive them. They are afraid to be left alone. They are afraid to be isolated from the world. They are afraid of dying alone at the end. So this is the main fear. When we see people talking about coming out, you have to perceive how much pain is behind that, how much struggle, how much inner effort that they have to go through in order to actually be able to be free and in order to be seen for who they really are. This topic is really difficult because I think about all these people out there that are still struggling so much to be their true selves. The concept of coming out, does it apply only when we talk about sexual orientation and gender identity? Have you ever thought of when actually are we coming out? We're coming out when we are scared. Or else it's not called coming out. It's called talking. So basically, when I have to go through a mental process, a mental preparation to get ready to confront a conversation and a person, this is coming out. And we all go through coming outs during our lifetime, not only, of course, for the sexuality and gender identity, but for so many other reasons. For instance, health conditions. How many people out there have chronic illnesses and nobody knows about them? In work environments, you see your colleague, oh, she's all normal, all day long doing stuff, running around, carrying her bags and stuff and working hard. Oh, now I gotta go take my child from school or whatever. But you have no clue that this person actually is dealing with a chronic illness. Could be different things, physical or mental or both. So many people could go through financial struggles. You have no idea. Struggles at home, struggles with our partner, struggles with our children, our neurodiversity. Maybe we have been diagnosed with dyslexia, ADHD, autism, Asperger's, and we're afraid of sharing this with other people. Our education level, our professional experiences, our fears, our traumas, our negative experiences, our addictions, all of these things that we're afraid to be judged for. Fear of judgment doesn't need to be there only for the difficult situations such as addictions and this stuff, but it can be also because we want to choose a different career path, different studies, and we are afraid to tell our parents about it because our father always thought that the best for us was to be a lawyer, and how can we tell them that we actually want to be a dancer or a painter or an actor or a chef or whatever? Having to tell your parents you want to move out, wanting to introduce to your parents your partner that could be of a different ethnicity, a different religion, a different color, a different height, a different nationality, a different hair color, and you're afraid of their reaction. How many people are struggling with a variety of things and you have no clue? And the reason you have no clue is because they're not telling you. And the reason they're not telling you is because they're afraid of the impact of this truth to their reality. If they tell you, they don't know if you will keep it a secret. Will that be turned against them? Will they lose their job? Will this impact their career? Will this impact how you perceive them? Will you still appreciate them the same? Will you keep more distance then from them? So it's so many unknown factors. And this is why people are not doing their coming out in terms of sharing their truth and their struggles and their reality and parts of their life and of who they are with others, because of this fear. And it's the exact same fear that the LGBT plus community have it when they are not speaking freely about themselves. It's the exact same thing. So imagine the suppression, how much we suppress and suppress and suppress, and we keep it inside of us out of this stupid fear. And what is this silence doing to our health, to our mental health, to our physical health? So many autoimmune diseases, so many cancers, so many chronic illnesses, so much suffering, so much pain because of this silence, so much depression, so many suicides, so much unhappiness, so much potential of being lost. And all of that just because we are afraid to show others who we are. We are afraid of our coming out. We are afraid of being seen. The concept of coming out concerns us all. We all have something inside of our mind and our heart and our soul that is not allowing us to be free. So many secrets in our mind. It doesn't mean that you need to share every aspect of who you are in your life with everybody. That's absolutely not it. The point is, when something is weighing on you, and all day you're thinking about it, and you're actually talking in a way, expressing yourself in a way, so no one knows the truth. So there is this big effort of hiding and suppressing parts of your life and of who you are. And imagine how much this is eating energy all day long to have to hide and to have to talk in a way that you never use she or he, but you use partner, or you don't say, so how are you? Oh, all good. And you see the smile, this forced smile, but this person is not good. So please, whoever is watching out there, if you have someone in your environment that you feel might need to come out in any way, give them the space to be themselves. Because if we are not our true selves, how can we be happy? How can we be healthy? How can we have a fulfilling life? Hiding parts of who we are and what we're going through every day can really eat up a lot of energy, and it's like little hamsters eating us up. And this can make any health condition even worse, or if we don't have a health condition, it can bring one. My goal is to dare to speak our truth, to show others who we are, and to create the safe space for others to also show us who they are. It doesn't mean that we will spend all day hearing each other's pain. Maybe sometimes, why not? That's not the goal, though. The goal is to know that, if you're not okay, I can help you. And if I'm not okay, you will help me. We exchange like that, so we create a community of humans that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for support. It's okay to not handle everything on our own. So this video went so far, I don't even know from where I started. Yes, coming out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and most importantly, share it with anyone you believe could benefit from it. My motivation for creating this video that goes beyond the coming out in terms of sexuality has to do with my coming out in terms of my health condition. Since 2002, I have been living with multiple sclerosis since the age of 22. And this has been, of course, very challenging all these years. And many jobs I had, people did not know about it. And the reason I didn't do that is because I was afraid of that it would impact my career, my professional relationships, that I would lose my job, that others would treat me in another way than what I wanted. So it was something that I was always very reluctant. For years I would go to different jobs and I would hide my discomfort. And if you hide it one day, that's okay. But if you hide it for a very long time, a bit every day, this actually not only is even more harmful for our health, but also it's eating up so much energy that could be used for something else. Other personal confession. Besides having MS, I also have ADHD. So it's another coming out. Having now to tell others that actually the reason I'm struggling so much to focus and so much to keep attention to everything that is happening, and my struggle to finish tasks and my struggle to prioritize, is because of my ADHD. I was diagnosed very late in life, and only now I'm realizing the impact it had in my life. Every time I'm talking about it with someone new, I am always just a little bit reluctant in the back of my head of having to deal with different questions and different statements such as, but don't we all have a bit of ADHD? If you get to understand what it is, you realize absolutely not. We don't all have ADHD. So this is another struggle. So many reasons to come out. And my goal is one day that we don't need to do this process of coming out. We can just talk. We can just have conversations with others without having this little moment of thinking about it, of how will they react, without having this fear of the other person is going to judge us, the other person is going to blah, 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 whatever it is that they could do as a negative concept. This very important topic has come to an end. Coming out and how this concept concerns us all in one way or in another way. I hope that it helped you to perceive your reality a little bit different, and also to be more open, to create this safe space for others around you, and of course also for yourself, to be okay, to be with you, to be on your side, and to be on the side of others around you, to be non-judgmental and to know that they go through something, you are going through something else. We're all going through one or more things in our life, and none of these are worth hiding for and suppressing ourselves for. We only have this one life. We should be our true selves every single day. Can we create together a world where we are seen and appreciated for who we really are? I hope so. Mom? Yes, honey? There is something I need to tell you. What is it? You can tell me anything. I'm gay. Thank you so much for telling me. You know, I will always love you, no matter what. You will always be my little boy. Mom, actually, I feel more like a little girl. What? What? That's another coming out.